On the day my son returned from the war for the second time, I gave him this bracelet as a welcome home gift, engraved with his initials, and on the back a line from a favorite poem. I have woven a parachute out of everything broken. My scars are my shield. That inscription seemed fitting, given all that Roman had lived through during that deployment. I thought this gift would be a way of acknowledging the hardships of that tour of duty, the deaths of 10 of his Bravo Company brothers, the encounter with an IED that earned him a Purple Heart. That line of poetry was also meant to convey a belief in our human capacity to be as resilient as life can be hard. Reading that inscription on his first day back at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, where his dad and I had flown in from our home in San Diego, Roman grew somber. He said nothing for several long seconds, and finally he tried the bracelet on and brusquely pronounced it too big. "Well, that's okay," I said. "I'll take it to a jeweler back home and have a couple links taken off." Roman shrugged. "Sure, if you want to," he said flatly, and then he dropped the bracelet back into its box and shut the lid. It was waiting for him when he arrived home on leave a few weeks later, but the box sat on his desk unopened long after the official welcome home party with its parade of people from Roman's past. Friends, neighbors, relatives. "You must be so glad he's back," they all said, and I was. Though I was pretty sure the tall young man standing in the family room thanking everyone for coming was not the same person who'd enlisted 4 years earlier. How could he be? War inevitably transforms those in it, especially the ones who faced combat. In the line of duty, they've seen and done and felt things the rest of us cannot comprehend. Those first weeks back, Roman didn't talk much about the war, and I was careful not to ask. But one afternoon, as the two of us were taking a walk around a nearby lake, he pointed out the shoreline similarity to the terrain he and his men patrolled near the Euphrates. "You know, it's just a matter of luck that I'm here at all," he said. "That I'm even alive." In an excellent book called Home from the War, author Robert J. Lifton writes of the essential struggle soldiers go through to redefine who they are when the battlefield's finally behind them. And an important part of that process lies in confronting that experience, claiming it, owning it, painful and complicated as that might be. On the day before Roman was due to fly back to Fort Campbell, he shuffled into my home office, fumbling with something near the base of his upturned hand. "Hey, Mom, can you help me with this?" he asked casually. I looked up from my computer screen, met his eyes, then turned to help him fasten the tricky clasp of the bracelet that had been sitting in its box all this time. "There you go," I said, as lightly as if I'd just put a dinosaur Band-Aid on a skinned knee. But there was more going on there, and I think we both knew it. With the soft click of that clasp, I felt that even though early the next day he'd once again be leaving San Diego, my son was, in truth, on his way home.